Pipeline Studio is about understanding your workflow and knowing when it's running smoothly. Signal versus noise. Most systems do not fail because they lack information. They fail because they cannot tell which information matters. They collect more data, add more alerts, build more dashboards, and expand visibility across every part of the operation. From the outside, that looks like maturity. It looks like awareness. It looks like control. Inside the system, it often creates confusion. A signal is information that reveals the true condition of a system. It shows meaningful change. It reveals movement in flow, delay, backlog, failure, response time, stability, or recovery. A real signal changes what an operator understands and what that operator does next. Noise is different. Noise may be real. It may be accurate. It may even look impressive on a screen. But if it does not improve judgment, it does not improve the system. It only competes for attention. This is why so many systems struggle. Important signals are mixed with low-value data, repetitive reporting, weak indicators, emotional interruption, and constant motion. The system becomes more observable, but harder to read. When that happens, operators begin reacting to what is visible instead of what is meaningful. They chase spikes that do not matter. They explain fluctuations that change nothing. They respond to urgency even when urgency is false. They spend energy on motion while real patterns develop underneath the surface. That is the danger of confusing signal with noise. It does not only waste time, it distorts perception. And once perception is distorted, performance begins to decline. A system that cannot distinguish signal from noise will misallocate attention. Energy will be spent on what is loudest instead of what is most important. Decision-making becomes reactive instead of deliberate. Over time, people stop trusting alerts, dashboards, and reports because too many of them prove meaningless too often. Once that happens, the system develops a deeper weakness. Not a lack of visibility, but a loss of credibility. Operators begin tuning the system out. Warnings blend together. Measurements lose force. And when a true signal finally appears, it may arrive inside an environment that has already been trained not to listen. This is where filtering becomes decisive. Filtering is the discipline that protects a system from being ruled by raw input. It does not deny information. It organizes it. It ranks it. It decides what deserves attention, what deserves monitoring, what deserves confirmation, and what deserves no action at all. Without filtering, all inputs begin to blur together. With filtering, meaning separates from clutter. The system becomes easier to read because attention is no longer scattered across everything it produces. Good filtering asks a few discipline questions. Does this reflect a real change in system health? Is this part of a pattern or only a fluctuation? Does this require action now or only observation? If this changes, will it change what we do next? Those questions determine performance. Because performance depends not only on how much a system can see, but on how well it can recognize what matters. A noisy system stays busy while understanding very little. It spends decision capacity on weak indicators. It escalates motion that carries no real meaning. It burns energy on interpretation without improving direction. From the outside, it may still look active. Inside, it is losing coherence. A filtered system performs differently. It preserves attention for the indicators that truly reflect health, risk, flow, and instability. It reduces clutter before clutter becomes confusion. It creates thresholds, priorities, and boundaries around what counts. It does not try to make every number important. It decides which numbers earn importance. That choice changes everything. Because once the right signals are visible, action becomes cleaner. Correction becomes faster. Escalation becomes smarter. And the system becomes more stable under pressure because it is no longer being pulled around by every piece of motion that crosses its field of view. This is why filtering is not a minor optimization. It is one of the conditions that makes stable performance possible. A system can only respond well to reality if it can first recognize reality. And reality is rarely the loudest thing in the room. It is often quieter than the alerts, quieter than the clutter, quieter than the dashboards filled with motion. That is why strong systems do not simply gather more information. They build the discipline to separate signal from noise and protect that distinction over time. Because the systems that perform best are not the systems that see the most. They are the systems that know what they are looking at. This concludes this session. Let what you've heard settle before continuing.